Hi, my name is Erin. This is my shop, Cakes by Erin, and what we're going to show you today is how to do flowers with fondant. So you can add any type of decor to your cake. We're going to make a cutesy little cake here. What we're going to do, these little guys are Gerber daisies. They're one of the favorite flowers that we love making in the shop here, and they're really easy to do. Anybody can do them at home. All my supplies, pretty much you can get at any major craft store. You're going to need little fondant cutter flowers, smaller rolling pin, an X-Acto blade, a tool that has a good sized ball on the end of it, and those are for making the middles of the flowers, a paintbrush, and a silver pearl dust or luster dust. They sell them again at craft stores, and you're going to use that to color the fondant on the inside. This fondant we have is black. You can color it black yourself, or you can buy pre-colored black fondant. And instead of using one of the larger silicone Silpat mats, what you can do is just pieces of wax parchment. And we'll show you how to make one of the bigger flowers and then one of the smaller ones. You're just rolling it out, not too thin, because if it's too thin it's going to tear. If it's too thick, the flowers are going to be a little too bulky. You're actually cutting out 2 of these. Just press it down. Wiggle. Got one. And this is where you're going to want your blade to clean up any lines. So you have one. Do one more. These are fun to make with kids too, especially when you use any type of cutter. They don't have to use the blades. My kids love to do this. You can do it with really little kids too, any shapes. If they like playing with Play-Doh, they'll love playing with fondant. What we like to use here for them to dry and hold the shape is a cute little dish like this. Take a paintbrush, add a little bit of water. Water basically acts like glue for your fondant. You got to be sure that you don't use too much of it or too little. And when you lay the flower down, you're going to lay it so that the top petals fill in the spaces in between the bottom petals. So you have your little flower looking just like that. Then you're going to put it into one of the little trays, and you can move the petals so that they fold out and look really cute. They don't have to stick straight up, and that holds its shape. So there you have one big flower, and you still got enough fondant left right here. You can do 2 little ones. And the same thing, if you need to clean up any edges with this, you use a blade and clean them up. A little bit of water. Offset your petals so it looks more full. And then this one has a little bit smaller. You can tap it into there so that it's a little bit curved. Now the next step that you need to do on your flowers is they need a middle. They look cute like that, but they look even better with a middle. We're going with the whole pink, black, and silver theme. So you can take some white, because you can't really tint fondant silver. So you have to either airbrush it or color it and paint it with any luster dust or something like that. So for the big one, you're just making a ball of fondant, bead size. Tap that into the middle. And it's up to you. You can leave it so that there's just the ball shape to it, or you can take a tool like this, tap it down so it looks really cute. Okay, so after an hour or so, when they're nice and dry and you're able to pick them up and hold on to them, and you know that they hold their shape, you can begin to paint them. These ones I've already done, but I'm going to show you how to paint these. Take your luster dust, and you need to liquefy it a little bit. You can use a vanilla, you can use vodka, you can anything to dilute it like that. You don't want to use water because the water actually warps your fondant. So the vodka I like to use because it actually dries out real quick, it air dries. So you're just taking, and you don't want it to be too runny, and you can just cover the white. Once you have your flowers, the middle's all painted and they've dried and you can touch them, the next thing you want to do is you want to put them on your cake. Take a little bit of a toothpick in there, don't poke it all the way through, and this can help secure them either to stick on the side. I like to do a cute little one right there. The little ones you don't always need to use a toothpick with. You just wet them, and again, because water is like glue. Now that you have your flowers on your cake however you'd like them, the next step is to add any other type of decor that you'd like to put on there. You can do fondant, you can do piping. It's completely up to you how you'd like to finish off your cake.